everyone, and welcome back to the Rogers channel. And guys, I have something huge to share with you. That being the NECA Ultimate Brooklyn from Disney's Gargoyles. Looking at the front of this box, I am just speechless right now. You not only get this beautiful artwork featuring Brooklyn, but the background features the Brooklyn Bridge, which he's based around, and of course the beautiful city right there with this like sunset or sunrise in the background. Really brings it all together. You get the Disney's Gargoyles logo, the title of this figurine, of course, on the bottom. On the side of the box, you get a shot of the figurine, the Gargoyles logo, and the NECA logo down there. On the back of the box, you get more shots of the figurine, the Gargoyles logo, a description of the character, and then right here on the bottom, it features the other rest of the crew that you can collect. And just like the other side, you get another clean shot of Brooklyn, the Gargoyles logo, and NECA on the bottom. On the bottom of the box, you get the names credited to the creators of this figurine, the Real Toys logo, NECA logo, and the barcode right here. And then on top is a massive logo and his name. And real cool, opening up this side panel right here, has a piece of Velcro. It reveals the figure and another cool shot of the figurine as well. But there he is inside that massive window. But I'll go ahead and get him out of the plastic, and we can go from there. And here he is out of the plastic. As you can see, again, a beautiful figure made by NECA. I always love the amount of detail on these types of figures, but Brooklyn is no exception. Look at that. You can see from like the coloring and just the overall amount of detail. This is going to be awesome. And like I usually do, I'll start from top to bottom. Look at the head sculpt. It looks fantastic. I love the detail right here in the face. Of course, everything is, hand painted. So you have the eyes, of course. You have this really nice sort of like dark tone for like the skin. Hair comes in this beautiful white color. And then really cool, the mouth is articulated, so you can move it around. There's the inside right there. It features his big old fangs and then, of course, his red tongue. Look at that. That is so cool. Here's a better look at the detail on that face. Really, really awesome. And, of course, he does have some movement right here at the top of the head and then right here around the neck. So you get plenty of movement, side to side, up, and downwards. Look at the torso. Of course, you can see right here his muscular body looks fantastic. And then check this out. This is what I mean. The shoulder blades right here mold very well with the arms, and just the overall amount of articulation I'm seeing here looks great. He has some veins popping out right here. His back, you can see right there again, looks fantastic. And then he also has two pegs for his wings, which we'll look at in a bit. But yeah, great amount of detail in that chiseled body of his. And right here, you can see he does have a ball joint in the midsection. So goes up, down, side to side very easily. Looking at the arms, arm sticks out about there. As far as like moving it around, does move around very easily, goes all the way around right there. He does have a double elbow, so you can get it to about that position. He does have a swivel near the shoulder blade, and then believe there's some movement right here in the forearm, and he does have articulation at the wrist and at the hand. The other side as well, arm sticks out right there, goes around pretty easily right here. He does have that double elbow, which we were talking about, has a swivel near the shoulder, and articulation at the wrist and at the hand. Looking at his waist, he has like this, almost like a loincloth, I'll just put it out there. It looks pretty much like that. And then he also has this really big belt with a large golden belt buckle right here in the front, but the amount of detail is great. I like how these parts are looser plastic, makes it easier to move around, things like that. So very, very much appreciated. And then here in the back part, um, he does have this hole right here where you can place his tail, but there is something else I was gonna say, but yeah, you kind of get the picture of what I was about to talk about. Look at the legs. He pretty much goes into a almost a full on split. Sitting down, kind of. He goes about there, and his legs go back pretty far back. And he does have sort of like a swivel here around the thighs, and looking at the knees. His knees go back pretty much right there into a kneeling position. They go back pretty good. And then I like how, there are pins right here. You can see them, but the thighs do cover that up very well. So it's a very smooth, design. And then lastly, we're going to look at the feet. He has these very large feet, has some very sharp toenails right here, and then this back nail as well. And with most figures like this, you can see that there is some movement right here near the toes, so that's really cool. There's some pins right there near the ankles, and then there's the back nail right there. And now looking at the accessories, he has an interchangeable head. Look at the head. This one has a more angry expression. Of course, you can see right here, obviously, but the mouth does not move. It's not articulated. It's already like this. Same amount of detail. Looks fantastic, except with this more snarly expression. To change up the head, you want to carefully swivel or shimmy off the head off the ball joint. There's a little peg down here which you can then place the ball joint at. And there you go. It really makes a difference, you can see right there. Up next, he comes with his tail. To attach the tail, right here he does have a small peg. Finally, to fill in this gap right here, you just want to try to shimmy it in there. Goes in pretty well. And there you go. So real quick, looking at the tail on the figure, it brings it all together. But you're probably wondering why it's so straight. I was wondering that too, until I started feeling the material. It's sort of like a softer plastic, and check this out. You can mold it in any shape and form that you want. This is awesome. I love this. And you just, reset it back if you want or whatever. But this is great because, it also acts as a sort of balancing mechanism for the figure. So this is great. Up next, he comes with a pair of sunglasses. Looking at the glasses, they look really cool. They have a black frame, and then they have some very deep blue lenses right here. The glasses fit perfectly onto his face and looks great overall. Up next, he comes with a pair of hands. He comes with 2 fists and 2 slightly open pairs. To change out a hand, all you want to do is just shimmy off the hand you want to replace. Sometimes it does take a little bit of work to try and get it off of that peg, but once it's off, you can then attach the hand of your choosing, and there you go. Up next, he comes with those papers. Look at the papers. They look really good for, an accessory. I thought it was made of a sort of rubbery plastic, because when I brought it out of the box, it almost smelled like rubber, but overall, it, I guess it's just made of a normal plastic. Was expecting it to be actual paper, but it has some writing on there, has some wear and tear to the pages. Just overall, a really nice piece. And he does hold on to them very firmly. Up next, he goes to the lance. Look at the lance. It looks very nice. And of course, you can see it has some, silver coloring going throughout it. Has some nice, modeling and things like that. And the handle is down here. Looks great. He holds onto the lance very tightly, so that's good to know. And last but not least, we have his wings. Look at the wings. They are massive. We'll just look at one for right now, but look at the amount of detail on this thing. Has this like navy color for the outside of his wing, and the inside he has like these like scaly sort of like texture. Has this brown color going throughout it, and then really cool, he has like this hand right here, and it also has some articulation when you put it on his back. Guys, here he is with his wings on. He is huge. Look at this. Look at that. I'm actually, holding him in place to show you the scale, but man, this is insane. He has these massive wings. Of course, they do go on those back pegs, which I previewed before. So now, as an overview of the figure, I gotta say, this is incredible. The amount of detail, articulation, everything about this Brooklyn figure is spot on. I am just in awe with the overall size of his wings still. I cannot believe it. It's almost, as big as my backdrop right here. But overall, it was a really great time getting to review Brooklyn. Um, and real quick, I did want to, sort of share this at the end. I picked up this Brooklyn figure for 25 bucks at Walmart. So, yeah, brand new box, everything wasn't damaged, nothing wrong with it. It was just on clearance. And I gotta say, it was a steal of a deal for sure. If you're a big Gargoyles fan, for sure you have to add Brooklyn. Um, I would love to get a hold of the rest of his, friends, things like that. Hopefully in the future I can get a hold of them. It would be really neat to try and, collect all of them now. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, please be sure to leave a like. And if you like this type of content, be sure to subscribe. And if you haven't already, be sure to go check out my Instagram page. I occasionally post from time to time. But I'll leave it here. I'll catch you all on the next one.